This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2007 Ford F250 crew cab short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's a Lariat, which is leather. It's a crew cab, obviously. Two-wheel drive with crazy low miles, 69,836 miles, which we verified, and it's actual on the title, and it's actual by auto check, which I'll show you, and we'll have a link to in our ad for this vehicle. We purchased it from one of our great previous customers. They've purchased several cars, I think 2 cars from us in the past. Really nice people from Las Vegas. We bought it from them. They didn't need it anymore. Nice truck, and we can't find trucks with this low miles on it, so that we know are coming from good people. So we bought it. Now there's even more good news. Okay, when he bought it, he bought it with 64,000, I think it was 400 miles, and he had it bulletproofed. He did that in Bulletproof. When I say bulletproof, a bulletproof means a bulletproof EGR cooler, a new Ford factory oil cooler, fluids, gaskets, oil, the coolant, all that's new. All right, that's what a bulletproof EGR cooler means. All right, you do the Ford oil cooler and the EGR cooler. That was done by a shop that does pretty much just that, and then he got a smoking price on doing that, by the way. He did it for $2,800. They also put brand new KYB shocks on it at 64,000 miles. It's got a nice set of Michelin tires on it right now. Truck needs nothing, okay? We sent it to detail. That's all we had to do. All right, I'm gonna walk around this truck. There's a couple spots of touch up. There's right there and there. This is a really nice truck. Like brand new Michelins. I mean, there's probably 80 or 90% tread on these Michelins. Just a nice truck. And yes, we had to pay for it. With that kind of mileage, you have to. It's pretty, it's hard to buy a 200,000 mile one, but if you buy a under 100,000 mile diesel truck, you really gotta go for it. Here's new shocks on this side, right? A little bit of a scrape here. There's a plug right there. I can see the outline of a 5th wheel hitch right here, so it probably had a 5th wheel hitch in it, and a plug right there. And usually when you get scrapes like this on such a pretty truck, it means that this thing was probably, the whole tailgate was probably on the ground in his garage. Spare looks new. Got all the plugs here. There's a little touch up right here and right there. Tires, some new shocks. It's a really nice truck. We have that's locked, that's unlocked. Then we have, let's see, locked, unlocked. 69,948 miles on the truck right now. Let's see. Boom. There you go. All right, let's open the hood real quick. Oh, look how pretty that is. That is beautiful. Really well done. All right, so you got the original fender here. You got the Ford stamps. You have the original fender. Got killer intake. But man, this is beautiful. Air filter, the whole bit. This is cool. Exterior coolant filter, which I wasn't told was on this thing. That's a Nishimoto. That's beautiful. Wow. Ford stamp here. Ford stamp here. So all the front end parts are original, which obviously matters. No blow by at all. Man, this thing is tight. Turbo looks great. It's a nice truck. Christ. So my brother bought this when I was in London. So I just came home and I met this truck today, and wow, it is all that. Would have been helpful if I would have unlocked all the doors though. Boom, there we go. All right, so we'll go back over here. Go through this side. This thing is cool. All right, there's your window up and down, door locks, back door, front doors, there you go. Heated seat, seat forward, back, down, up, and it's moving fast, which is what low mile vehicles do. All their motors work fast, including their seat motors, right? A little bit of scrapage here from whatever. You do have all the stuff, the key stuff that goes in here, and the manual and a wheel lock key, which is nice. There's your passenger rear window up and down. So it was born in Texas, then moved to Las Vegas, so you're not gonna have much going on the bottom of the doors with rust, which is where you're gonna find it first. You're actually gonna find the first place to look for rust on any car isn't underneath it. It's in the inside of the driver door on the threshold towards the front. I'll show you right where to look if you want to save yourself the hassle of going underneath the truck. You go right up in here, right down below here, and that's where you look. Way down low, right under here, and right underneath this molding. If it's been in snow country and salt, it'll have, there's nothing there. This thing has been bone dry. There's your window, 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 window. All right, door locks. Door locks, okay. Mirrors, out, in, up, and down. Other side, out, in, up, and down. Adjustable pedals, up and down. All right, seat forward, seat back, whole seat up, whole seat down, tilt up and down, tilt up, down, heated seat on and off. All right, tilt wheel, let's do the tilt wheel. There's your tilt wheel. Let me show you some paperwork here. This will be something you can look at in the ad, but here's the VIN. First of all, this company is his friend, because that's cheap to install, for the parts for this, to install that. So he bought the shocks and they installed the KYB shocks, and then they bought the parts and everything. That shop is outstanding. That's a great price. Like, I can't believe it. They must really like him, because a lot of shops are charging $5 grand for that, and I've looked it up. They're a hell of a shop. So there we go. Here's the auto check for it. There's your VIN. This is also in our ad. You can look at it yourself. Nothing going on here. No accidents found, no damage found, no odometer issues found. So you got 62,000 in August of 2020, you know, and now you've got 69. So it's all going the right direction, and it's very low. Lived in liberal Austin. Bum, bum, bum. Here's the title that we now have in our name. There's the VIN, okay? It was issued to us 7/13 of 22, with 69,000, what is that, 838 miles? And it's actual, okay? So there you go. So where it says actual right here. Okay, let's see, what else we need to do? We need to get in it and enjoy the air conditioning, because it's freaking hot. Although I will tell you right now, even though it's been getting to 110, 112 lately around here, London's worse. Jesus, do not go to London in July. Nobody has air conditioning and it's freaking hot. I left my daughter there for summer school. I don't know if that's a gift or not. All right, let's see. There's your rear window. Okay, got your AC. It's blowing great. from the control head, up and down temperature. Here's the steering controls for the fan and for the temperature up and down. Perfect. All right, let's see what else. Boom, boom, boom. Let's turn on the radio.
Working with farmers is what it takes to be fresh for everyone. Fries, fresh for everyone.
Let's see. Oh, let's do this.
18-ounce containers.
There's your volume control.
12-ounce containers of delicious.
Let's do it here. Oh, we got some country there. It's good country right there. Hell yeah. There you go. All right, what else? Let's see. Then you got, there's tow haul on and off. That little dually just came back from detail. All right, there's your system check, engine temp okay, transmission okay, oil pressure okay, boiler air filter okay, 174 miles to empty. What else? I think that's it. I think I ran through the whole thing. Everything's good. Gauges are good. Everything's good. All right. Let's see what else. We have cruise control, obviously. Let's see. Windshield wipers. Boom. What else? Inside here. La la la. The only thing I saw on this truck at all was that little bit of wear on the outside of the driver's seat pad, which is very normal. But it's not like a hole or anything. It's just the dye is wearing off. So I don't think you have a problem there really, unless you want to have some guy, some mobile interior guy come out and dye it again. It's not going to tear anytime soon. All right, got the gate open. All right, so we'll go put it in drive here, and then we'll show you reverse, just so we go through the whole thing that we do in our videos. Okay, there's drive and reverse. Boom. All right, there we go. All right, let's go into drive. This thing is sweet. There's many times when I would have loved to have this vehicle towing my boats or jet skis up to Roosevelt Lake here in Arizona. It'd be beautiful. Nice white, light colored, two-wheel drive truck. Easy to drive, the whole bit. Anyway, back to business. If you come to Tucson and drive it home, this is what it'll cost. It'll cost your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7%, and a $250 dock fee. Now, if you buy it from out of state and pay us by wire, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price. There'll be no tax, there'll be no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive your wire, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you, we will scan it in your online file, and we will mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope we mail it in. So everything's up front. There is no, the transparency is crazy with us, all right? That's the only way it works with the online thing, is to be way up front. So you'll see that all. You'll have the vehicle shipped to you. The title will already be in your mailbox when your shipper shows up, and that's how we roll. Now, if you need help with shipping, let me know early in the transaction. I can do it for you. We could add the shipping to the price of the vehicle and just do one payment. Or you're welcome to do it yourself, whatever you want. That's how we roll. All right, once we agree to a price, please make sure you get your deposit. And once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. So please make sure you get your deposit. So this is a 35 zone, and I'm doing 60. And I've gotten away with it for about 4,000 videos. One of these days, it's not gonna work out for me. Anyway, this thing runs great. I've driven thousands of 6.0s, and this one feels like a very low mile, very well maintained 6.0, really well maintained. I love the way it rides, nice ride. Especially two-wheel drives, when they have nice tires on them and they're in this kind of condition with low miles, you can actually drive them to the mall. This one you can go to the mall in. We have had plenty of trucks where I tell people, don't even think about going to the mall with these things. They're too big, they're too annoying. This one's not. Let's see. Last part of every video I say the same thing, and I will about this one. We don't have salesmen, so we don't have commissions to pay. We don't have bottled water with our name on it, so you're not paying for that. We don't have a fancy location. You saw where we came from, so you're not paying for that. The other thing that we don't have is this. When you buy this truck from the auto mall, which is about 3/4 of a mile to our east off of Wetmore Drive, you'll be paying for future repairs when you buy a vehicle from them. Because they're charging you so much more than we will for this truck, they know that if the smallest thing breaks, you're gonna come in and scream at them, and you should, because you just got crushed. All right, so they put about $500 to $700 built into every deal for future repairs. So they fix your truck, and if it's too much, if it's more than $500 or $700, they just buy it back and sell it to somebody else. That's how they roll. We don't. We give you all your money up front. You're not paying for salesmen. You're not paying for the bottled water. They have attendants serving scones and lattes. You're not paying for that crap. You're just paying for a truck with a lot of information that they will never give you. Either A, because they're too ignorant and don't know what they're selling you, or they're just liars, or they're afraid to tell you the truth. We have a very strong following, especially in diesel, and we know what we're selling you. We know what you've got, what you're getting. And if there was something wrong that we knew about, we would either fix it and tell you we fixed it, or we would tell you that it's broken and what's wrong, and then it's on you. This thing has nothing wrong, okay? Now, that being said, because we're selling it to you at the price we're selling it to you, which is quite a few $1,000s less than they would sell it at the auto mall on their used dealership, you are going to fix your truck when it breaks. And I say when because there's not a single vehicle that we're driving by right now that isn't going to break, okay? They're all gonna break. This one too. Now, my experience is I can sit my ass in one of these things and drive them and know really fast. And I like this truck. I trust this truck. But I'm not Nostradamus. You know, when an injector decides to stick, you know, it'll throw a check engine light, or when, you know, and the good news is that injectors are 180 bucks now, and you only have to do one, the one that shows on your scanner that's bad. So if it gets one of those, it's no big deal. The Bulletproof EGR cooler and the Ford oil cooler takes care of that issue, the main issue. So really, you really don't have a whole lot to worry about. I think we've done 2 or 3 trannies in the 3,000 or 4,000 6.0s we've sold in 12 years. Trannies just are not an issue in 6.0s. So you don't have to worry about that. So from a motor standpoint, this thing should be great to go. But like I said, we're not Nostradamus. All right, we just give you the numbers, show you all the receipts and paperwork and auto check and title, and save you a bunch of money. And if something breaks, you save so much money you won't be pissed off, and you'll fix it. All right, that's how we work. Anyway, this thing